Hey there, Scorpio. It is April, the Organic Alchemist, and I am here with your new moon to full moon love and relationship reading for March. This reading will go from March 6th through March 19th. If you do happen upon it at a later point in time, just trust that this information from the past has some resonance and is in some way beneficial to whatever it is you are working on right now. If you guys do like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that my videos are worth sharing with other people. If you want to see more and make sure you don't miss anything, please hit that subscribe button with the little bell. And please always leave comments. Knowing how these videos help, benefit, resonate with you guys helps me to know what to do more of and what to do less of. So finally, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, if you want to book your own private session, or if you would like to support the channel with your tips or donations, and also if you'd like to know what decks I'm using, all of that information is in the description box below. And finally, guys, if you guys are getting benefit, my dear Scorpios, please share with your friends. I always do a playlist which includes all of the signs, so that way it makes it really easy to share with other people that you think might get benefit from it. All right, guys, so we are going to get into it for you, my dear Scorpio. We just pulled your theme. Okay, obviously that is your card from your guides. So your overall theme is be supportive, making a genuine effort to show whoever this reading is about or whatever the situation is about, showing those individuals or that particular individual that you genuinely do care. The message from your guides is to take a little bit of a time out. Your guides are telling you that you need to take a retreat. You need to disconnect from a moment so that you can really get in touch with you, is what I'm hearing, and getting in touch with how you feel about a situation. So this be supportive may be a situation where the theme is that you need someone in your world to show that they are genuinely supported. And I'm going to say that that might be the case because the way this energy is showing up is as a broken heart. Either someone that you are dealing with is feeling very brokenhearted or disappointed with the situation, or you are, Scorpio. So, and that may be why it's time to take a retreat. I really do kind of feel like for a lot of you guys, this is you, where there was a situation where you really need someone to show your support. I think it's also the universe, like this be supportive is the universe letting you know that they are supporting you and that it is kind of time to step back, take a retreat, and really take the time to kind of review everything. I'm also hearing, as much as you guys are brokenhearted, to really take the time to look at how you contributed to the situation. And I feel like that's also maybe where the be supportive is coming in, is that as you see how you contributed to whatever is going on here, whether you caused the heartbreak or someone else caused it, it's still going to, there's still going to be there. It's not what you think it is kind of what I'm getting. And that there is still kind of this draw to show support. All right, so let's see how this is showing up in our Scorpio's reality. How is this showing up in your day-to-day, my dear Scorpios? Okay, so this is all a product of kind of your own fears and imagination. Like, you have, one of the things about this card to know is that you have the ability to free yourself from whatever illusions, thoughts, and this is thought related. This isn't necessarily like behavior or something like this. Like this is thoughts, and those thoughts created or are creating a disaster scenario that can be avoided, but they are a direct result of whatever you are misconceiving here. However you are feeling imprisoned, like you are imprisoned by some sort of thought form. Now, it may feel like a physical prison, but this is thought. And whatever it is that you are thinking there is leading or has led to a destructive scenario that is avoidable. If it has not led to that yet, know that that is avoidable. Wow. And, oh, I never saw the back of this card. So part of what's going on here is that there's just a lack of passion. There's a lack of start. There's a lack of spark in this scenario. Like whatever has happened has kind of killed or prevented. It's either killed the fire or it's prevented the spark that would ignite the passion or the fire there. And instead of, this is interesting because do you guys see how the passion and the fire is actually is actually lit by the spark, by the lightning from the universe. And instead of using the lightning of the universe to spark your flame of passion, you have used it to spark your fears and disaster. So you've allowed your fears to spark disaster instead of sparking the flame of creativity for you. And so your flame remains unlit and you are facing this potential disaster that is completely avoidable if you haven't already manifested it for yourself. So let's see what led up to all of this. What led up to all of this for our Scorpios? How did they find themselves in this position where they, instead of sparking their passion, they are sparking disaster spirit? How? What happened? What is the backstory here? What is the backstory? Interesting. So there was something that you walked away, or that you wanted to walk away from. You were making preparations to walk away from because you did not want to take on the burden and do the preparation that was necessary to handle, it was literally to avoid the conflict and the competition. There was a competition that came, there was literally an investment of your time and energy and a responsibility that this situation was asking you to take on, and a level of either competition or conflict that was going to come with it that you got in your mind about and were not willing to move forward with. Like this, like you saw this situation as something that you were going to have to literally invest time and money in and take on responsibility with. It was going to be a certain level of conflict, and you weren't willing to walk into that. You were preparing to walk away from that. And I believe that is kind of the mindset that's keeping you stuck here, that is creating the disaster instead of the spark. So that's kind of what happened there. So let's look at the aspect of the divine feminine that this is bringing up for you to work with, Scorpio. What aspect of the divine feminine is this bringing up for my Scorpios to work with, Spirit? Let's see here, guys. Ooh, again, it's so funny to me. Like, guys, I will shuffle these cards. I mean, you see me over here shuffling, doing the round robin, 3 or 4 shuffles each card. And then when the same card comes out, like Lilith's energy is balancing some stuff out this new moon, you guys. Like, she is coming to bring that balance, to bring that equality. She is really here. That's the divine feminine aspect that you guys are working with, Scorpio. And the divine masculine, interesting, because Thor showed up as well. So you guys are working with, like I said, the divine feminine energy of Lilith, which is, it's not just, a lot of people think Lilith being equality between the male and the female and the divine masculine, divine feminine. That's an aspect of it, but it's also finding equality within all of the aspects of ourselves and not elevating, understanding and embracing and learning to work with what we would consider the negative aspects of self, learning to turn our faults, our negatives into valuable aspects of our being, because they are, and there are ways in which they can serve us. And then we have Thor showing up, which is, and he's showing up in the reverse. So there is this inaction that I think that is occurring, where it is, I think until you find that balance, it's going to be a little bit hard to take the actions and move forward, because I know that there has to be a part of you that's seeing that's, wait a minute, okay, I've kind of created this disaster and lost the spark to my creativity because I didn't want to take on this responsibility and be in competition. And so I think you may have seen that as being something negative, or that it was drawing out in you something negative, and instead really looking at some of those aspects of ourselves that we do consider negative, and really understanding how to balance them within our core so that they can become positive attributes. All right, Scorpio. So let's see what light work, shadow work you guys are doing. That is very interesting. And then we will look at the personal growth, soul evolution work you guys are doing with this relationship. So how is this fitting in? All right, so let's go around a couple times. Give us this answer for our Scorpio spirit. Let's see what we have here. All right. So you guys are working into, interesting. So you guys are working into the light aspect of the heroine. And that is basically taking your passion and creating this journey of personal empowerment with that. And that might be why you didn't spark this passion here. But it also may be that your fears are creating this disaster because you aren't sparking that flame so that you can really have passion for your growth of personal empowerment. And your guides are telling you the soul work, personal evolution work you have here is the surrendering the fear of intimacy. So that may be part of what was going on, is that you were just ready to leave because you weren't willing. There was some element, I really do feel like there was some element of responsibility and competition or confrontation, some sort of strife that really led you to feel like you couldn't do this. And so that is part of what this scenario is really asking you to work through, is surrendering that fear of intimacy. And what I heard from some of you is it's that being vulnerable in public, that being, totally exposed to with this person or this situation, and allowing, again, those things that maybe you see as faults, really to being willing to reveal them, because this may be that person or that type of relationship that can also help you integrate them. Because maybe I'm kind of getting that the things that you see as negative, whether, again, this is friend, family, lover, romance, project, job, whatever it is that you are seeing as your negativity is not something that they see as your negativity. I was wondering where that was. All right. So if you do your work, the outcome that you can look forward to is a releasing of whatever this toxicity, whatever this negativity, whatever this aspect of self. There's going to be a release of it, an understanding of it, an embodying of it. And this is reminding you that even if, I do believe that there's going to be, I do believe that this is related to someone there to help, but this is you also moving into that aspect of, even if they do help you, because do you notice? Same card, guys, same card. But this is someone coming along to help you see the right way, to help you see the illusions, the delusions that you've set up in the upright. But this, in the reverse, this is letting you know that you don't even need someone to help you do that, that you're actually able to see all of that on your own if you want to. But your high priestess is still in reverse. So this person is going to come along to help you. And while your high priestess is in reverse, what I'm seeing is that there's a part of you that either recognizes that you don't need them, but you're still got work to do to go into that deep intuition to understand how to release yourself. Or this is a scenario where this person is going to come along and you're going to push them away because you're still opening this door. So what I would suggest is allow that person to help you. The surrender of intimacy is coming up for a reason. So allow whoever it is who's willing to help you see the situation for what it really is, as opposed to allowing you to continue to create a disaster that does not need to occur, and not lighting your own personal spark of enlightenment and empowerment. Allow this person to help you do that, and then do the work that you need to do to turn this high priestess upright, to go behind the veil, to do the work that you need to do so that you can hear and listen to your own intuition. But I do believe that that person is there. Don't push them away. Like, you don't necessarily, you're going to realize that you don't need them, but allow them to help you, because you still have to open this door. This door is, and this is what it's showing you, is like, you don't need this person there because this door is available to you, but you've got to do the work to turn this around. And that's that other work. And I think in surrendering this intimacy and realizing that you're going to allow this person to help you, even though you don't need them to, is going to help you to turn this high priestess around. But you have a choice there with that, because if you do push this person away, because you've let go of whatever toxicity was there with this devil. So allow that person to help you. Allow that person to help you, because they are what is going to allow that high priestess to turn around and allow you to be able to, they're going to kind of give you those guidelines and those reference points so that you can recognize your own intuition. And that card flew out, but I'm going to shuffle. I want to give you guys one more card, my dear little Scorpios. So let's give you guys one more card. So there are two things that are going on here. One is there is definitely some sort of fiery, and I love that it goes back to this. There is definitely some sort of fiery conclusion coming. And what I feel is you can either allow this person to help you and see the bigger picture and be able to see how their help is going to literally show you what you were missing in your intuition, and kind of the messages that you were receiving from your higher self. But it's going to be stepping into that climax, allowing that fire to come and burn and be empowering, and then allowing this help that this other person gives you, allowing it to help you see the bigger picture. All right, my Scorpios, as always, I hope that this was beneficial, that it resonated, that it was really helpful to you guys. I love you guys, and so I'll see you next reading. And until then, keep on doing the work so you can live your best life. Bye, guys.